But he had the same smile. Whenever they show him on a video, it's that same smile that Jimmy Page had.
All right, top 5 guitar players. Let's do this. I'm going Page.
I don't even know who they are. I know Pete Townsend's great, but Jimmy Page, what the shit he did was, I just think you can't match him. You know, people say Clapton's good, but Clapton let his fucking kid fall out of a building. So I think that's a
yeah, you get knocked out. Yeah.
I think that's a check mark against him, because you know, even if you're practicing
God.
guitar and you're doing cocaine, you still have to make sure your kids aren't falling out of the building.
Wow.
Chad, I think you may agree with me. And Kevin,
I like the guitar player from Rage Against the Machine too. He's fucking really good.
Morello.
Yeah, any stuff I think I always call him as of what's his face? What's the comic? He always reminds me of that comic because he's very woke. He whenever I see him, I'm like, hey, look, it's Ted Alexandro playing guitar for Rage Against the Machine. They kind of look alike, and I know he's seriously woke, but he's really fucking good. He's really good.
No, he's amazing. My problem is all the shitty side projects he's in.
Yeah, that's okay. And also the guys when I watch old clips of Leonard Skinner, they had some really good guitar players in that band.
I could have sworn I was talking.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Holy shit.
I think your free Wi-Fi cut out.
Whoa.
Yo, as I was saying to Chad, you may agree, and Mr. Brennan may agree, and Adam may agree. A lot of times the greatest guitarists are actually they're like in the studio. They back up the band.
You're talking like session guys.
Sometimes the greatest ones, we don't even know their fucking name.
But that's Jimmy Page got started. Jimmy Page was a great session guy. And then I guess he was like, hey, let me do my own stuff. And then, so I think the great session guys eventually get in a band or something like that.
They say one of the top 5 was Jimmy Ray Vaughan.
Stevie
Ray. You mean his brother? Stevie Ray Vaughan?
The dead Vaughan.
Yeah, that's Stevie Ray.
No, you mean Stevie Ray Hendrix.
As we know, taste in anything is subjective. I go with Clapton. I think Clapton is the best of them all.
He's the most overrated, not just guitar player, anything of all time. He's the most overrated. He's so overrated. He's more overrated than anybody else in any other profession.
He's
like
an
you say,
overrated.
this guy's an overrated baseball player. Eric Clapton is the most overrated. He's so overrated that he's more overrated than anybody else in any other profession.
No,
all I've ever heard was how great Clapton was. He is. Come on, man. Follow your dreams. Follow your dreams. Do what you love, and the money will follow. According to Artie Lang.
Kevin, those guitarists, I got to give it to you, Kevin. Kevin, what makes a great guitarist then?
When you listen to the song, you're like, wow, that's just fucking great. You listen to Dazed and Confused by Led Zeppelin and then tell me Jimmy Page isn't the greatest guitarist of all time.
You know, there's another great guitar player who doesn't get enough credit because of the band is John Frusciante from the Chili Peppers. He's phenomenal. You know who
Pete Corelli said was a good guitar player? John Mayer. If that's not the biggest call of all time, I don't know what is. I was doing a show when he used to have a show at Sirius Satellite Radio with Brewer. Brewer got sick of coming into the city, so I would fill in a lot. We had a debate, and he was like, John Mayer's a great guitar player. I'm like, why? Because you were at his house?
No, he technically is, but he's such a douche that he ruins it.
No, he's such a lady jammer.
I've seen him at the Cellar. He's a terrific guitarist.
Okay, we're not talking about terrific. We're talking about great. We're talking about legendary. We're talking about guys that will, like, you hear the song, you're like, wow, that's just fucking ridiculous music. Where John Mayer's music is for women.
If you ever get the chance and you're bored, which I'm sure you are, Kev, go on YouTube and watch Prince play with Tom Petty at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ceremony. It's one of the greatest. It's the most amazing guitar solo I've ever seen.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's the greatest thing you've ever seen.
No, you're telling me it's the greatest thing I've ever seen?
Yeah, in your life.
First of all, it's overrated. Prince is way overrated. Prince is great, but it was just Prince being Prince. Like, he's out there with Tom Petty, Jeff Lynne, a couple other people. He's like, let's make it all about Prince.
George Harrison's son.
Yeah, let's make it all about Prince. And I was like, okay, it's good, but it's like, I mean, really what the amazing part was, he probably just learned the song that day, which is like,
Well, yeah, the backstory is he never showed up to rehearsal. Like he didn't. They all had a rehearsal, and he wasn't there. He just showed up.
And he already knew the song, and he's like, "Here, I'll show you how to play the song."
That's how you fucking do it, dude.
I mean, that was the amazing part to me, that he probably, like I said, he probably just learned the song. It was a fucking George Harrison song. So he couldn't have known it as well as he played it. He must have some guys I think some guys could just hear music and know. I have no idea how to do it. That's what I'm saying. Music is so much more sophisticated than comedy. It's not even close. That's why Neil and Lenny can say they're professional comedians, because it takes almost no skill. Where music is like, when you see real great music, you're like, wow. When you watch like a Bruce Springsteen song live, and there's like 12 people in the band, and they're all fucking doing their job right, and the song comes out, you're like, that's like takes a lot of work to fucking just pull that off in a live fucking situation. Whereas in a stand-up, you go to Vinnie Brand's tent and you watch Mark Norman rattle off some puns.